underrated movies. I am your guy, I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry. And today I'm going to talk to you about another film. You know, I'm thinking, no, never mind. I was thinking about putting out maybe like I'm only going to be doing horror films. Nah. But I will be doing more horror content just because we're leaping into October. The film I will be suggesting you should check out. It is available on Netflix and it is a Netflix original. Gerald's Game, starring Carla Gugino, Bruce Greenwood, and it's really a story about a couple that goes to a remote home to try to spice things up with their marriage. Unfortunately, the husband has a heart attack and dies while the wife is in handcuffs during the process of a sexual game, and she has to battle her inner demons while also trying to figure out how she's going to get uncuffed before she dies of starvation or any other natural cause of death that she could encounter while being trapped on the bed handcuffed. And also there is a hungry dog out there. So there's a lot she has to deal with. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, this is not your average horror film. This is a psychological horror, but it delves more into a psychological drama about a woman who's been avoiding dealing with her troubled past and her situations. Most particularly, you have sequences of her being a child and dealing with some effed up stuff. Um, Long story short, in the film, you see sequences of her father um, molesting her, and things just start to happen, and she suppressed that. She suppressed that, and you see it from what's being given to us as audiences that it has affected. Of course, it'll affect anybody's life, but with her marriage and early on in the film, before Bruce Greenwood has a heart attack, you see that there are some things going on between the two, like mostly with tension, and she's mostly been suppressing, avoiding certain things where it deals with male dominance, where she avoids that completely, um, and it's understandable. Um, Understandable. Um, you know. Then the film, which I really loved what they did here, is that once Bruce Greenwood, the husband, has a heart attack, she starts having like a subconscious inner body, outer body experience of talking to him about her insecurities, her fears, what she's been avoiding, their relationship issues, while also another subconscious version of herself where she's also trying to deal with certain things about herself that she's trying to conquer, trying to run away her from her biggest fears and confrontations that she has been avoiding her whole life because of that incident dealing with her father. And it's very mesmerizing. It's amazing how Mike Flanagan chose to direct those sequences. And it's really the big highlights of the film where you see her, and it feels like a play. It feels like a very awesome play that you have to really just, I would say, just get into. Now, again, this might be a little bit of a turnoff for people because it is not your. It's kind of like 127 hours. In fact, it's kind of like 127 hours, which is also underrated. If you have seen that, I recommend checking that out. It's like that, but done as a psychological horror film. The horror takes a back seat, but it's more of a drama of a woman who's been avoiding her past and is locked in a room having to deal with it and trying to figure out ways to survive. Also, there are some things that do happen later on in the film that they try to reference a little bit. It's kind of like a new introduced story, but they slowly try to connect it to the main one. And what about this film? What else about this film? It's amazingly, it's cool. This movie is cool. It does deal in sexual abuse a lot heavily. So that is something I think the film will make a lot of people uncomfortable. And the scene where she, spoiler alert, won't get into, she gets free from the cuffs. And also another thing to be kind of squeamish about is that there's a dog there. The dog is feeding on the corpse of Bruce Greenwood, and it's like horrific. It's horrifying when you see it. It's crazy, and then she needs to kind of hurry and get out of that before she gets possibly eaten by the dog. And it's on a time limit. It's like a clicking time limit, and it's pretty intense and also amazing. When I first saw this, I was really shocked how good this was. You don't need no slashers. You need good character drama to induce the horror, and you connected with every single angle with this film. I love this film. This film was amazing. This is one of the most underrated films on Netflix. You need to check it out. Gerald's Game. Have you seen it? Comment below if you have, and let me know what is your favorite underrated movie.